Hey, it's your boy Hood, Pastor Full Impact Ministries, the social media ministry that bring gut-wrenching truth about God's true nature towards us through the scriptures. I want to be with you just for a few minutes. I want to tell you something that that most of us have not really tapped into and experienced on a large scale, and that's God's love towards us. That's his love towards us. See, we haven't tapped into that because we've been approached with so much law and so much condemnation and so much works mentality and so much heavy yoke and hard burdens to where we got to do this here. You have to do this here. In order to please God, you got to do this here. You can't do this here. You got to do this here. We done been approached with so many rules and regulations and do's and don'ts, cans and can'ts, wills and won'ts, and all this stuff here. And it has done nothing but actually make many of us afraid of God, to where we don't approach him because of all the mess we know we willingly entered into, and in some cases unknowingly entered into. But God's love, I love his love, but God's love towards us, watch this here now. Over in John chapter 3, the same stuff that you've been hearing all your entire Christian walk, John 3:16. But I'm going to go before that. Watch what he says over here. Over in John chapter 3, verse 14. And as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up. He's talking about when the children of Israel was acting up, and he sent serpents to bite them, and a lot of them died because of their disobedience, right? Moses went and prayed to God, and God had told Moses, go and get a serpent and wrap them around a pole. And when they come crying out to this hill, they'll be spared. Listen to this here. Oh, in verse 15, that whosoever, believed in him should not perish, but have eternal life. He made no stipulations on what race you had to be, on what gender you had to be, on what age you had to be, on what your credibility had to be. He made no stipulation on your credit score, your gender, your actions, or none of that. He said that whosoever, boy, you better be glad you're whosoever. I know I am. Watch this. Verse 16. For God so loved the world. God so loved the world. This world has to do with the cosmos, the entire world, the cosmos, the galaxies and everything, the cosmos. God so loved the world, watch this, that he gave his only begotten son. See, real love gives. The first intention of real love is to give, not to receive. The first real intention of real love, I'm so thankful for his love, is to give. I'm talking about the God kind of love. This is God's true nature towards us. God so loved the world that his first move was to give. God, dog. Watch what he did. He gave his best. See, real godly love, the first thought is always to give. And it's always to give his best. That's the first thought. God so loved us that he gave his only begotten son. Watch this. And there's always a reason behind that type of giving. Watch this. That whosoever, that character go one more time. Whosoever, it makes no stipulation on nothing that whosoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Believe in him, believe in him, believe in him. This believing is going to be a fight. This is what he speaks about over in Hebrews chapter 4, where the fight to rest in him. This is the fight that we fight, to rest in him, because we've been indoctrinated with so much law, with so much condemnation, with so many rules and regulations that man has made up, with man's doctrine. It's going to be a fight to rest in him, because we have been so conditioned to be condemned on what we've done. Now we cannot enter into his love towards us. But he said, whosoever, what's it? Verse 17, this is the verse here. For God sent not his son into the world to condemn the world. But we getting the total opposite doctrine. We're getting the total opposite doctrine. Everybody telling you to do this here and do that there. You can't do this here, you can't do that. Do the. When you begin to diligently pursue his love towards you, there'll be a bunch of stuff that'll fall off you that you will have a strong distaste, a strong dislike for. You won't want to do it. Nobody have to pump and prime you not to do this here, not to do that. Go do that and go. Nobody have to pump and prime you. Nobody have to take the scriptures and manipulate the scriptures to scare you or to bribe you or to rub your emotions to do this and do that and don't do that and don't do. Nobody have to do that, because your encounter with his love toward you, we talking about his true nature now. When you encounter his love towards you, this will begin to bring a purging in your soul, to where you'll begin to have a strong distaste and a dislike for all the foolishness that you was doing. These things you won't want to do because you've encountered his love towards you. Watch this. But that the world through him might be saved. All this has to do with coming into a real understanding of Jesus, the Christ, and the ultimate price he paid on the cross. It's been nailed. Hey, shut up, be gone. To the cross. This is his true love towards us. When we encounter this here, you won't have to be condemned. You won't have to be in a works mentality, but you'll be on an earnest, diligent pursuit of his love towards you, to where you'll begin to walk in a walk that's pleasing to yourself. You be, my God, I didn't know I had this in me. It's all because of him. It's his grace that gives us the power to go right when everybody else go left. It's his grace that gives us power to do this when everybody else is doing that. It's his grace that gives us power to go here when everybody else is going there. It's his grace that gives us the power to have the desire to enter into his love towards us. This your boy Hood, Pastor Full Impact Ministries. God's awesome love towards us. Follow me on YouTube at Full Impact Ministries. I'm out. Peace.